Good morning, student. So today we are going to see in this session next chapter, that is chapter number 6, problem solving techniques. So in the first point we are going to see problem solving model. So problem solving models are used to address the many challenges that are arises in the workplace or in the companies. So while many people regularly solve problems, there are a range of different approaches that can be used to find a solution. So here, if suppose the complex challenges, so for the team, so working groups and boards etc are usually solved more quickly by using a shared, collaborative and systematic approach to problem solving. So in this, if there is any complex challenges are occur in a workplace, so they can share with each other, collaboratively they work and systematically find out the solution for that the problem. So here problem solving process is shown. So problem solving model, so after that provides consistency from that, means which is the exactly problem, then encourage collaborative teamwork to find that the exact problem, and then ideally for complex problems as easy to repeat steps if possible, and is a process of continual improvement. So we will get that the solution for that the complex problem, as well as that the using that the problem solving model we will get that the exactly way to solve this problem. Then there are many advantages when we are going to use the 6 steps of problem solving. So let us see the advantage. It ensures consistency as everyone understands the approach to be used. By using data, it helps eliminate bias and preconceptions, leading to greater objectivity. It helps to remove divisions and encourages collaborative working. It stops program solving groups diverging into different problems. It also helps program solving groups reach consequence. It eliminates the confusion caused when people use different problem solving techniques on the same issue. It makes the decision making process easier. It provides a justifiable solution. So these are the advantage of 6-step problem solving. So let us see which are the 6 steps. So in this, define the problem, gather the information, identify various solution for that the problem, evaluate alternatives, take action and evaluate the action. So in this session, we are going to see the first 3, that is define the problem, gather information and identify various solutions, and in the next session remaining 3 we are going to focus. So let us see one by one first 3. So here first step, that is define the problem. So step 1 is about diagnosis the problem. So we have to repeat that what is the cause, and again we have to diagnosis that the problem, the context, background and symptoms of the issues. So once the group has a clear grasp of what the problem is, they investigate the wider symptoms to discover the implementations of the problem. So who it affects and how urgent, important it is to resolve the symptoms. So all these things we have to take into the consideration, and while in that the groups will use techniques such as brainstorming. So if we are going to first upon represent that problem, so brainstorming will require, then interviewing, then questionnaires. So lots of questionnaires arises when we are in front of the group, we are going to discuss the problem. So at that time, so as the steps continuous, the program solving group will consistently revise the definition of the problem as more symptoms are found, and it clarifies what the real problem is. Then next step is the gather information. So once that the problem is find out, then we have to collect the information related to that. So these are the some tools which are used in problem solving: fishbone diagrams, Parrot analysis, affinity diagram. So these are used to solve that the problem by gathering the various ways to solve that problem. So here one structure we have seen. So root cause it identified. So group may need to revise problem definition, and it must be repeat process till all agreed. Then we will find out the exactly root of that the problem. Then group explores possible and probable causes. So which are the possibilities and which are the causes that will discussed by the group. So fishbone diagrams, Parrot analysis, affinity diagrams, these are helpful to discuss that the problem. Then simultaneously we are going to see the problem diagnosed and definition of that the problem, whether it is that the agreed by all the group members or not. So at this stage the group may return to step 1 to revise the definition of the problem. The next, third step is the identify various solution. Means once the problem is defined, then related to that we have to find out the information, and after that we have to identify the solutions for that. So analytically creative problem solving is about creating a variety of solution, not just one. Often the most obvious answer is not the most effective solution to the problem. So problem solving group focuses on following points: finding as many solutions to the problem, no matter how outlandish they may seem; looking at how each solution relates to the root cause and symptoms of the problem; so deciding if different solutions can be merged to give a better answer to the problem. So every time they are finding that the various solutions for that the betterment of that the problem. Then this is nothing but the structure of identify various solutions. So generate as many solutions to problem as possible, assess how each solution relates to the root cause and symptoms, and decide if one solution or merging elements of several solutions is the best for that the problem. So at this stage it is not about finding one solution but eliminating the options that will prove less effective at dealing with both the symptoms and the root cause. So in this session we have seen defining the problem, then gathering the information related to and identifying the various solutions for that the problem solving. So remaining 3 we are going to see in our next session. Thank you.